Thanks, Adam. And I had the privilege of coaching with John Tanklage this year, and I had just an awesome time. And it's been just great. And it's my privilege to introduce to you Danica Bates. Danica was one of our MVPs last year, and Quentin talked about her story a little bit, and she's going to talk about her experience in the SoCal League. And I like to say that the thing that I admire about Danica is it's great to have a girl on your team that's trying to outclass her dad with scars.
I like that.
Good evening. My name is Danica Bates. I'm 16 years old. I ride for Rim of the World High School up in Lake Arrowhead, and I love mountain biking.
All right. Yeah!
Mountain biking has been an amazing experience for me. I've learned so much, not only about the sport itself, but also a lot about myself. Mark Twain once said, "Learn to ride a bicycle. You won't regret it if you live." I definitely agree with that. One time I was on a ride with my dad, and I was racing down a narrow mountain road ahead of him, and I approached a blind curve, and a car came out of nowhere. I lost control of my bike, I slammed on my brakes, and I skidded towards the car. It was only an instant before I hit the car that I let go of my brakes and swerved out of the car's path. And my dad, after that, he was like, "I just saw your life flash before my eyes." I guess that's what Mark Twain was referring to when he said, "If you live." And the part about not regretting to learn to ride a bike pertains to everything that I have learned during this last season. I started out as an extremely novice rider. I didn't learn to ride a bike until I was 9, and I had never even mountain biked until last March. Since then, I've had a really steep learning curve. I've had to overcome a lot of fears. I've had to overcome fears such as riding down steep slopes and using clipless pedals and tackling tough terrain. And like any rider, I've had to learn the rudiments of this challenging sport. And we all know when it comes to mountain biking, crashing goes hand in hand with learning because, you know, it's just a given. My first and worst race was in Warner Springs. I not only crashed into a cactus, but the weather that day was cold, windy, and rainy. However, the course was hands down the easiest course of the season. At that race, I didn't have any technique whatsoever. I didn't even know most of the basics for riding. All I really knew was how to pedal. So I was totally unprepared even on such an easy course. Although I was really disappointed in how badly I did, the sport had me hooked and I knew I could do a lot better. So I practiced regularly, and by the time the Lake Arrowhead race had arrived, I knew I could basically do it. I know for a fact one of the most helpful contributions to my riding has been the one-on-one coaching from Tanya, a pro. She has had a lot of patience with me and given me a lot of valuable time and tips to improve the efficiency of my riding. One of the things she told me was to picture my spacers as a cookie while riding up hills and try to get as close to them as possible, basically trying to eat them. So during the Lake Arrowhead race, I would repeatedly tell myself, "Eat the cookie, eat the cookie, eat the cookie." And I was able to smash up those hills without a problem. Tanya also helped me on tackling the downhills. Her methods really helped me until one hill during the Lake Arrowhead race. I completely freaked out, lost control of my bike, and my back tire slid out. I tried to save my bike, so I put my left arm out and I landed on the log. And I got a stick stuck in my arm. I didn't know it at the time, but there was a spotter at the bottom of the hill, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And then I looked down at my arm and I saw a stick in there and blood. I was like, no. Yeah, I was delayed for quite a few minutes, but I wasn't ready to quit. All I could say was, I gotta race, I gotta keep racing. And in the end, I finished third, but that was only because of my determination. And determination is one of the many qualities that mountain biking has helped me improve on. Biking has also strengthened my perseverance and confidence. These traits are very important, not only in mountain biking, but also in everyday life. In addition, mountain biking has helped me concentrate a lot harder on my schoolwork. School used to be more of a hassle than anything, but now good grades are more of an incentive to ride more. Biking also builds good social skills that can be applied every day and create lifelong friends. I know our team last year was like a family. We all got along really well, joked a lot, and encouraged each other. We were a really tight-knit team, and it was our first year of mountain biking that was at the school. So I think that says a lot about the sport is just as itself. I guess in conclusion, mountain biking is a great sport, and I'm excited for all the new adventures that come with it. More importantly, without our amazing coaches like Mr. Kraft and Tank, all our generous sponsors, everyone who helped us establish this league and make it grow, and all the wonderful parents who support us, none of this would have been possible, so thank you.